Hello everyone, Purge here, and welcome back to my Empyrion Galactic Survival Beginner's Efficiency Guide. First, I want to point out that you should loot your oxygen and water generators whenever you get back to base or whenever you're done with a bunch of crafting or a small project, etc. And don't forget to keep them fueled. Now, I'm out of fuel, and you might be as well, so go ahead and take this time to make up as much fuel as you can right at this moment. I can make 25. I'll cut to when it's done. Okay, I was not prepared for a drone attack yet, but at least I get one recorded. Now, the next run of crafting starts with 4 metal pieces, 1 electronics, 3 metal components. Now, at this point, you can make an assault rifle, a sniper rifle, or a shotgun, but in my opinion and in my experience, the assault rifle is the way to go, so make 1 of those. And finally, 7 times 6.8mm ammunition. Now, I was hoping that they would be done in time, but they won't be. So I'll go ahead and cut to where the drones show up. Oh look, 3 of them. Now, if this happens, just keep calm, and even with pistols, you can take care of this without any issue. It's easily doable. Observe. Serpentine! Serpentine! Just, if you can't shoot back while you're reloading and they're shooting at you, just try to dodge as best you can. Holy crap! How is that drone not dead yet? Oh, there he goes. Once you've killed your drones, be it 1 or 4 of them, loot them up and head back to base. Business as usual. I'll cut until I'm done. Alright, so the ammo takes 15 seconds a piece to make, so it does take a few minutes to finish this round. Luckily for me, I had the drones to provide me with some entertainment this time. Whatever gun you made, don't forget to load it. It comes unloaded. If you haven't made your fuel up yet, this is the time to do it, or to finish it up if you got interrupted like I did. Don't forget to refill your fuel tank and generators as well. Don't forget to put your assorted goodies in their appropriate containers. You see here I'm checking my food processor, putting things in the cargo box, and emptying all of my metal components into the constructor. Finally, it's time to get our ship running. So, let's make 7 metal plates, 1 control device, 50, yes, 50 electronics, 22 cables, 32 metal components, 30 pipes, 8 motors, Now, be very careful to pick the equipment with the green dots. Not blue for hovercraft, not yellow for capital vessels, green for SV parts. Now, I do this out of order for some reason, but 1 RCS, 4 directional thrusters, 2 thrusters of your choosing, I prefer armored thrusters, and 2 landing gears. Now this is going to take a long time, possibly about 15 to 20 minutes or so. So take this time, repair your base if you need to, fight off drones if you have to, collect some food, go explore in a new direction, or repair and prepare the escape pod for flight like I do here. I'll fast forward the process so you can see how I do it. Alright, and this is ready. I'll cut to when the constructor is done constructing. Now, when it's done, grab your gifts from the constructor. My first instinct here is to hurry and equip everything onto the ship. However, I wisen up and head back to this constructor to begin the final round first. That's right, we're almost done, so go ahead and make 12 electronics, 8 cables, 22 metal components, 4 motors, 1 Gatling gun, and a rocket launcher. Once you've finished setting up the weapons crafting, head over to the ship and start placing everything on it. Now, this method you see here is fairly specific, and I'd recommend following it at this point. This is a temporary setup, however, and you'll see why in a few minutes. Now, you may be wondering why I choose to make 1 Gatling and 1 rocket. The short answer is that I'll eventually have 2 of each. Gatlings are great for killing creatures and space drones, and rockets are great for turrets and terrestrial drones. I make 1 of each here due to material constraints at this point in time. Now remember, when placing directional thrusters on your ship, make sure you have 1 facing in every direction. This means, since the ship starts with 1 backwards facing thruster, you're going to need a thruster facing forward, 1 thruster facing left, 1 thruster facing right, and 1 thruster facing up. But Purge, you're missing a direction! No, I'm not, and you'll understand why here very soon. Right, so this is important. Place 1 armored thruster, or whatever thruster you chose, somewhere facing downward. Without it, you'll have trouble escaping the atmosphere. Do not place your 2nd thruster yet. Don't do it yet. I'll tell you when to place it. Once you're done placing all of that, fuel up your ship, hop on in, and head to space. Now I happen to be holding both W to go forward and spacebar to go up here. This utilizes both of the thrusters that I have on the ship that are directional thrusters simultaneously. It allows me to reach the maximum speed faster and to get out of the atmosphere quicker. And now you've just witnessed what, in my opinion, is the coolest and most impressive part of this game. The seamless transition between planet and space is just incredible. In space, first make sure to escape the planet's gravitational field. As of this recording, it's supposedly turned off, but weird things happen if you hop out of your ship within a gravitational field. Either you or your ship get sucked in, but the other doesn't. It's very strange. Just escape gravitational pull. All Akua passengers, please remember to place your helmet on your head before exiting the escape pod. Thank you. Turn on your jetpack in order to move around in space. Place your landing gears on the bottom of your ship. Dig out a place for your armored thruster, and do some repairs on the underside of the ship. This is probably going to be the last time you have to repair the underside for a while, so make sure you go ahead and do it now. Also, don't forget to place your thruster after you've dug out a place for it. When you're ready, break the temporary armored thruster and hop back in your ship. While in space or operating a ship, using Q or E will rotate your character or ship in a barrel roll type of way. That right there is the moon. Omicron, the desert planet, the other start zone. Astis, the lava planet. Ningwes, the ice planet. You also briefly saw an asteroid belt, which is infested with mean old space drones. And, of course, Akua, the planet where we hail from. At this point, you should return to your base. Upon entering the atmosphere, you may need to open your map in order to search for your base. In case you hadn't noticed, max speed on planets is 40 meters a second, and max speed in space is 110 meters per second. You cannot exceed these values. Your next order of business is to find a flat place to land. If your ship is still sliding on the ground when you let go of C, keep looking. Since I have the option, I choose to land on my roof, since I know it's flat. If you hold down Alt, you can look around while in third-person view. That's how I'm able to change the angle of my camera while I'm in the ship here. Congratulations! You have a fully functioning base and a working small vessel. You can keep it this way if you want. However, I recommend popping that front directional thruster off and making another armored thruster to put in its place. It will make your life much easier for the entire time to come. At this time, you should grab your weapons and attach them to your ship however you like. Go ahead and clear your inventory and remake your armored thruster. if you choose to take that route. Right, so this is my personal setup. I put Gatling guns underneath and rocket launchers on top, until I get plasma cannons at least. I swear the cockpit just makes placing anything in front of it the worst experience of all time. It's horrible. Look at that, it just doesn't stop. It's impossible. So, looking at the constructor, you'll notice we're running very low on ingots. This is very much by design. You can make a couple more things with what you have left, such as a medic station, but it's entirely up to you at this point. Furthermore, we did all of that work and our food still hasn't spoiled. It just takes forever. At this point, you have a myriad of options available to you. However, I would recommend taking your ship and hunting down some deposits. I would use one drill charge on Promethium and one on iron, then head back to base and smelt it all. But, once again, it's entirely up to you. Thanks for watching. If this has helped you, please drop a like below. Feel free to leave a comment if you have questions or critique as well. And don't forget to subscribe for more content. Links to my Twitch and Twitter accounts are in the description below. Hope to see you next time. This is Purge, signing off.